Hey everyone, it's Katie and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is my update 2 for my Panda palette for this year. My first ever Panda palette, and I'm gonna link my Panda palette series up above for you if you want to catch up. I have my intro video up there and also my update from last month, so my first ever update, and I'm panning the Lorac Pro palette. It just looks like this. This is the first ever Lorac Pro palette and everything, and this is what my palette looks like as of right now and everything as of 4 months 2. This is what my palette is looking like, and if you haven't seen this palette before, the top row is mattes and the bottom row is shimmers, and I've panned quite a few of these shades and everything like that, and I'm just gonna be talking about my progress and what has worked, what hasn't worked, and I'm kind of just gonna be giving you my overall update for month 2, and I'm just gonna talk about like the shades I've had progress on, or shades I've panned, or shades I have a good dent in. I'm not gonna be mentioning shades I've panned because that'll be in my month 1 update, so if you want to know more about that, it'll be linked up above and down below for you. Just check out that playlist and you'll see like my progress, all about this Panda palette and everything like that. And before I get into the details on the progress I have made with this palette, I'm going to insert my intro picture of this palette from when I started this series and my month 1 update, so you can see kind of what my palette looked like before and now. And yeah, this is what my palette looks like. Like I showed you before, I've hit considerable pan, and I've hit like pan on a lot of shades. So first off, the color Nude, I've hit a really good pan on that, and I'm actually like almost out of that shade. I just have it around the edges and everything. I just have a little bit more of that color. I also hit pan on White. I have a really good pan in that, and I've just been using that color to like set my lid and stuff like that. I like to mix it with the color Pink. I think those two colors together kind of give a nice like pinky white cream-ish like base to my eyelids, so I'll put that over my primer and then I'll put shades over that. I haven't really hit much of a pan or even dented Pink or Mauve, but I've been using them a lot, and I feel like in the next month I could make more progress on those shades. I feel like that's just coming, and I use this palette maybe a couple times a week. I was getting a little bit stressed throughout the month, like I'm not really panning this, I'm not really gravitating towards this palette, like this isn't going like I thought I would. I thought I'd be using it a lot more, but the thing is I'm not gonna stress myself out, and I'm not gonna like really force myself to use this every day, because I do film makeup tutorials. I do like to try out the other palettes I have, because I have quite a collection, and I'm gonna be doing an eyeshadow palette collection, so definitely I will link that down below when it's up. It should be up within the next few weeks and everything. I'm really excited to share that with you, and I'm also gonna be having a updated makeup collection go up in a couple weeks as well, so I'm excited for you to see that, just so you can see my whole collection, and it kind of compares to this, I guess. It kind of has to do with this, so yeah. And I've hit a good pan on Pewter, and I also hit a really good pan on Garnet and everything. And I'm actually wearing Garnet on my eyes today. This is what my eyeshadow looks like today and everything. I really like it. I really like my eyeshadow today. It's kind of like a whole work in progress. I just kept blending over and over, and I was like, oh, this better work out. But yeah, I've hit progress on Pewter and Garnet. Hit a little bit of a dent in Espresso, but not like too much and everything. I haven't really worked on black, just because I don't really use black eyeshadow like too much. So that's kind of like something I'm just like, I don't know. But I am like working on this palette, which is all that matters. And if you're doing a Panda palette as well, definitely just have fun with it. Don't be stressing out if you're using a shade or not using a shade and everything, because this is supposed to be just a fun challenge for the year, and I'm not like saying I have to finish every shade this year. If I have 1 or 2 shades that aren't finished, I'm okay. Like, it'll be okay. This is like not like a huge issue. It's not something to be worrying about. And I'm going to talk about what's on my eyes today, just in case you're curious. So all over my lid, I have this color called Garnet all over my lid. It's a like orangey-ish, red brownish color. I don't even know how to describe this. I have that all over my lid, and then in my crease I used the colors Taupe and Mauve, and then on my lids I used white and light pink, and then in my like outer corner a tiny bit I applied Sable to deepen it up just a tiny bit, and then I have a gold on the center of my lid, and that is this. So this is the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow, and this one's in the shade Kitten Karma. I love this thing to death. I haven't used it too much, but I wanted to like a little bit of like a nice gold on like the center of my lids. So I just took an eyeliner brush and I took it right off the wand and I just placed it in the center of my lid and kind of tapped it in with my finger and kind of blended it a little bit. And I love this thing to death. It's amazing. It's such a pretty color and these are pretty good. Like you can't apply shadows over them because it'll kind of go away, but it's great to like put on after if you want like a nice gold in the center of the lid, or if you want it like just glitter in the inner corners, whatever you want, these are great. And then on the brow bone to highlight, I used a mix of like cream and nude and also a little bit of white. I just wanted it to be very bright. Since this is a darker eye, this is more of a smoky, dramatic kind of look, so I wanted it to be very bright on the brow bone and I didn't want it to just be like dark all the way up. And then in my like inner corners, just like on the very inner part, I didn't go onto lid at all. I just used a little bit of cream and nude and I've hit good pan on those just today. And within the next month, I feel like I probably most likely have cream panned, nude panned, maybe have taupe panned, we will see. And I do want to work more on garnet and on pewter because I know garnet is more of a fall winter shade, so I know I need to work on this shade because when spring rolls around, I know I probably won't be using that shade because it is more of a winter kind of shade to me, at least. Like I don't see myself wearing that in spring or summer, so I probably would only get use out of it for maybe another month or so. Of course I want to keep panning white and light pink. I'd like to make more progress on light pink, sable, and espresso, but I'm not gonna like be like, oh, you have to like make a dent on this. Like I'm not gonna be like that. And I do like to mix this palette with other palettes because I do have single eyeshadows and I don't have dark colors always and like those. And I know last month I mentioned I'm going to be pressing some shadows into here, but I didn't actually end up doing that yet. And I don't know if I'm going to. These shadows I wanted to put it in there are the ones from the Cargo little duo I got from Birchbox last year. And these colors are kind of chalky in my opinion. So this like darker brown color is actually like pretty, but like it's kind of chalky. So like I'm going to try to swatch this so you can see it. Like that applies super patchy, super chalky, and I don't know if it's because it's a year old, which I doubt it because like I've had shadows, like I've had my Naked 2 palette for like 5 years and it still applies beautifully. I just don't really like these anymore. I feel like I'm just gonna declutter this. I'm not gonna try and like, you know, patch it up and stuff like that. And then I have this Bare Minerals duo that I said I was gonna use also last month, and I have no problem with these colors. I have been using these colors to like highlight and just add in. They are very light colors, but you do need a little bit more. Like they're not too pigmented, which I like. So I probably will try to like press these into the palette just because I'm going to be running out of light shades soon and I'm going to want to like use these too. And it'll just be easier if everything's all in one place. So I will try to keep working with this, but this I do think I'm going to declutter just because it just doesn't apply like it used to. And then something else I'm going to use in combination with that is probably this. This is a Coastal Scents Revealed Smoky Eyeshadow Sampler, and I got this in a Birchbox recently as well. I love that light shade. It's very pretty. It's like a rosy gold almost shade. Like it's very purpley. It's very like almost rose gold, and it has pretty good pigmentation. So I do want to try to use this as well, and it's fairly new to me, but I like it. So again, my goals are for next month are definitely to hit pan on white and cream. I also want to hit more of a dent in on Sable and Espresso. I really want to get into those darker colors. I use Espresso to fill my brows sometimes, and I do want to hit more of a pan on light pink. If I finish nude and cream or even taupe, I'll be very happy with myself and everything like that. I'm going to keep working with garnet since I know I probably won't use that shade much more since spring is kind of coming around within the next month. And I think I'm going to try to use pewter more as well. And yeah, I think I've made great progress. I really like how this is coming. This has been super fun, and I'm just trying to keep this fun for myself. Not forcing to use this palette every day, but trying to use it a good amount of times around the month. And I do tend to do that even if I just pop in to use like a couple colors. I do use this palette quite a bit. And yeah, this was kind of short and sweet, I think. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was longer than I'm thinking it is. I don't really have much to update you on, but this is what the palette looks like again if you want to see. And yeah, that's it for this Pan That Palette update number 2. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below if you're panning a palette. Let me know what palette you're panning, and also if you're panning this palette, let me know your combinations you like to use, because I'm kind of like in that stage where I'm like, I don't know what looks to do, I don't know what to do with this and everything. Let me know your go-to looks down below. And if you have a Pan That Palette series, even if you're not panning this, let me know down below and I will definitely have to check it out, because I've been really into these videos. I love just seeing everybody's progress. I love seeing how everybody's doing, and I love to just cheer more people on and see how you're doing. And also let me know any videos you'd like to see next. Do you want to see more looks with this? Do you want to see looks even with other shadows I'm going to be using in combination with this? Let me know that down below. I'd love to hear that. And please subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you're subscribed, because I know YouTube's glitchy sometimes. I know it's annoying, but just hit that button down below and you'll be subscribed, and also hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button down below to be notified about future videos. You'll be notified about every single one of my videos. I post beauty and lifestyle videos every week on my channel. I just love for you to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!